friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nikki and welcome back to Wolfquest, where we are here with Cole, who is apparently a little bit sleepy, with our Wildfire pack, and we are growing up these hungry pups. So let's go ahead and take a look at our quests and see. Yeah, we still have quite a bit of time left to go to really raise up these little ones. So we've got our 3 pups here. We have Phoenix, Firefly, and Zuko. And here we have Azula and Soot. And yeah, everybody here is just doing really well. We're a little bit hungry, but you know, that's nothing too crazy for us to handle. This season seems to be going pretty well for us. So, territory-wise, Crazy Peak is definitely making some moves. I think they did all of this in one night. They don't seem too interested in this section, although I'm sure they will come down in it eventually. And I'm not really sure what our final shape of our territory is really going to look like, but I'm happy with what we have down here. And I know that we are going to be moving down river for the winter, so really just keeping everything up in this section is really going to be the name of the game. There is actually there's only a tiny bit left, so it's not really worth it, but there is a mule deer carcass somewhere nearby, so something was by and definitely took out a little mule deer. And I can see my pups very far away in the distance there. I think that is, yeah, Zuko once again. Zuko really loves to wander very far. He did find a little bone though while he was out, so we're definitely happy for him. I do see a mule deer right over there, but they're hardly worth taking out these days. So I suppose we may go off into the Southlands once again. And who was that just ran by? A little firefly caught a ground squirrel. Well, very proud of you, little one. The pups are actually getting a little bit hungry so far, but I think they're probably just going to snack on all the little things that they've been hunting, which is super duper fun. Now we are in our Ashwood Forest here, and as far as a direction, I mean, like south seems like a good one. I end up never going this direction because there's just like a big hill and drop off in that area. Get out of here, dogs. Go on and get. But I suppose we should just go south and see if there's anything to find out this direction. We can even drink a little bit of the water while we are nearby. And we have our usual suspects with us. Soot has been coming out on literally every adventure. I think he probably too can see that his brother Cole is slowing down a little bit, so he wants to make sure, you know, with Soot always wanting to really throw the hammer down and defend his family at any cost, really just get up to whatever nonsense he kind of can. He definitely want to make sure that Cole doesn't get himself in over his head with anything, because if anyone thinks that they can kind of solve an issue, it's gonna be Soot, and he generally has the skill set to do so. And the funny thing you guys will probably notice, Striker, he must be one of our faster wolves or something like that, because he is always right up front with Cole, and I think that is so cute. Lightning actually joining us for this adventure as well. Lightning has actually been spending quite a bit of time at home lately, and he is pretty darn hungry, so we may need to try and see if we can find an elk while we're out here. We really haven't done a whole lot of tracking in this area to see what the elk are doing this time of year, so we really need to keep our eyes out for them. Yeah, I think mule deer kind of hang out around here, but I don't think the elk enjoy these little hillier areas much at all. So we're in this 73 hex. We still need to continue to go a little bit south. I was actually wanting to mark this hex in general, so I suppose we'll go up this way, but you can see how much of a sheer drop off it is, and yeah, we're just kind of not all about it. So we'll skirt this mountain. We'll see how that kind of falls on the hex markers and just kind of mark things as we see fit while we're up here, because yeah, we really don't want to be running down that huge mountain. But there is a spot to mark this hex up here. The marker is probably in a good spot already down the hill, so I think we'll just do some howling, get this done, and then continue to maybe try and see if we can find some food out here. And we're able to take out a little fawn carcass. You know what? I'm actually not even going to eat any of that. I'm gonna just hope and pray that some of our hungrier wolves can get in there and get a quick snack. Let's see. I know Lightning. I think Lightning was pretty hungry. Oh gosh, yeah. Definitely not very worth it, friends. There's a tiny bit of the meat chunk here. Is Ash gonna take that? Okay. Yeah, they got caught up on the cliff edge. So thankfully we're able to take advantage of that quick little snack. But yeah, definitely not worth it. And here we have a proper elk herd. So let's go ahead and mark this. Looks like we're all the way down near Allison Acres today. And in case you guys want to see what our map is looking like so far, here are all the elk we have found in the summer since we've been tracking. So I really think this is working out well. We're really seeing a lot of them following along the river, which is pretty cool. Granted, this is mostly, you know, where we've been traveling. If I could overlay our territory, I would. But we've kind of slowly started making our way down in the southern section. And I think possibly right around here is where we're going to be denning for the winter. So we'll have to see how we go from there. But let's go ahead and get this hunt out of the way. We do have a rally going. Do we need to mark any territory? No, I think we're okay. We've marked up a different... Oh, Lightning is already on one. Cole's gonna do his job, though, of really seeing if we can turn these elk around. We can hear the males in the background. And we are just going to get these guys to continue running where we need them to. Now this should be a good herd candidate to run pretty close to home if they do cooperate. The only thing I notice is that the moms tend to split off once you get too close. So you actually kind of want to take your time and stay pretty far back a little bit if you don't want the little ones to break off. But then the only problem is when you stay kind of far behind, you lose the ability to steer the herd and get out in front of them. So we'll let those guys go. You can see how they break off there. And we've got another mom and baby trying to break off in this direction. Let's sprint up the hill here. And they should just continue on where we need them to go. You can really see how nobody falls this time of year. If this was winter, they'd be falling all over the place. And unfortunately, we still want these guys to turn, so we're gonna see what we can do about getting to the front of the herd. Okay. This is looking pretty good. We'll go ahead and let the moms catch up here. And they should really just want to funnel into this valley. Let's go ahead and start targeting just a couple of adults to see if any of them would be a good choice. Lightning is going for this one because we targeted it. Our yearlings are pretty hungry, so that one's gonna... See, they have a really funny running pattern when they've got little ones because they really want to stay close to them. Oh wow, we got a really weird situation happening over here. Yeah, Cole just cannot hold on, you guys. He was really gonna have to defend on his pack here. Mom's just following baby all over the place. Alright, we're gonna do some work here and I'll bring you guys back. And there we go. Now, how far away did we end up? Not too bad. We're pretty in line with our last carcass, which is probably doesn't have too much left on it, but we had some really hungry adult wolves here, so I'm not sad that we took the time to take out an adult. Cole just struggles with that so hard now, which is really, really sad for my little man. But we may even go ahead and do a double howl. Because I'm pretty sure back at home, Azula is down to 52. And I think, yeah, is that our mate coming to us? Let's actually look at this. Yeah, Crimson is going to be making her way to us. So unfortunately, Azula is going to be staying back home with the pups after that double howl. But we shouldn't need to guard a piece of meat, so we're just gonna hang out here until the rest of our pack comes to join us, and then fingers crossed we can at least bring something enough for Azula to not starve. And here we are back at home, and just take a look at how hungry these pups got. My goodness, I think we had no adults with any spare food that they could share, so looks like it was a good idea that we took out that adult because, yeah, now we have plenty of adult wolves who can share all the food with everyone. Come on over here, Phoenix. I think she's snacking on something that she caught, but hopefully we can encourage her to get a little bit of food. There is Firefly as well. Firefly is all full. Don't worry, everyone. You can go back to what you're doing. We just had to bark at the kids. I didn't need everyone. There you go, Zuko. Hungry, hungry puppies. Let's go ahead and do a nice howl as well. Really get that affinity nice and up, and territory is really looking great. I am very pleased with how everything is looking. Now let's check on on Big Timber. Okay, they got blocked off by Crazy Peak, so they may have some fighting to do with Crazy Peak, which would be good because Crazy Peak actually there's one that we haven't named, so we should do that really quick. Okay, we went with Sam for that 1-year-old male that we hadn't named. And Azula, are you able to fill up a little bit, my darling? You were definitely hungry. She's up to 65, so that's good. Yeah, it looks like everyone is just going to be snacking away a little bit. Firefly is out catching ground squirrels. Zuko, I am glad to see that you are not running too far, my dear. It was funny, Phoenix actually got too far away and got lost while we were in pup cam. So thankfully, we had been following her in pup cam and could go snag her real quick. But that happened while I was trying to get a few screenshots of everyone. Okay, so leaping by the dino. And there we are. Now, do we smell anything bad? We do. Everyone get in. Oh, look who it is. We just named you guys. Okay, Firefly, Phoenix, and Zuko. Everybody is in. And we have quite the raid on our hands. Jesus, Dahmer. Now these pups can get scared out of the grasses. Okay, Zuko is on his way out. Get off of me. Zuko, get in the grass, buddy. Zuko, get in the grass. Zuko, why are you going into this grass? Okay, perfect. He sprinted in there. Zuko's out again because of Lecter. So we're gonna stand back. Firefly is still safe for the moment. Get back in, Zuko. Ouch. That was quite the raid. The pack really did an amazing job with that. I don't necessarily think we got anyone low enough to really be going after them, but the pack really was fighting them, so I am pleased to see that they were able to defend while we were taking care of Zuko, who I don't know if he was trying to help or he got really freaked out, the poor guy, but he needs to finish his breakfast. I think the pack is concerned, so they're really out there trying to defend the borders. Goodness, but thankfully we still have enough food to go around for everyone. I think Cole is just so impressed with how his pack is really coming together to take on so many of the responsibilities that it takes to run a pack. And you know, I didn't feel this hard like with Timber when he got to this age, but I think with Cole being a runt at age 7, and I can only imagine next year is going to be even harder, I'd be curious to really see how long Cole lasts in age 8. But yeah, I really did not struggle quite so hard to kind of keep things going. Everyone's doing Ring Around Soul right now. I wonder what he thinks about that. Oh my goodness. But yeah, you know, I really did not struggle this hard with Timber at this age. So I think it's going to be even more difficult with Cole as he gets older. Thankfully, he's got an amazing mate, Crimson, who really is helping him out. His brother Soot as well. Soot is really carrying a lot of responsibility when it comes to just every single adventure that they get out to. Like, Everyone is just coming together for Cole, and I think that just fills his heart with joy. So, I don't necessarily think it's gonna be a double sleep day. We may just want to kind of go out and track what we can. Possibly, I say let's go ahead and swing by both of the carcasses that we took down. The first one, there's probably nothing on it, but let's just stop by, see what's on them, see if we can get, you know, at least that off of the map and just fill up that way. I think that sounds pretty smart, given how hard at least Cole's been working. The last couple of hunts, we've been really traveling quite some ways and participating as much as he possibly can in those hunts. But I think he's just getting really, really tired. And I feel for the guy. Alright, here we are at our carcass, and boy oh boy, we've got dogs as well as coyotes everywhere. Let's see if we can get to work and convince our pack to get them to move along. Not that there's that much on this carcass left, but I think it will still work for the pack. And they should be able to get pretty full off of it. Yeah, those meat chunks don't last long, do they? My goodness. I'm surprised that the other one is still on the map at this rate. But there's still some chunks around, so let's maybe step away from them and see if the other wolves will go for them. Is everyone full? Actually, yes, they are. Good job. It looks like that got everyone as full, I think, as they really need to be. I guess let's just go ahead and jot back home and feed the little ones because they get hungry so fast. And once we get back home, we can check on the little quest marker, maybe after a sleep, and we'll see how far we are away from young hunters. Now, here's something interesting. Holy moose, please don't trample my pups, okay? I know we're very close. Firefly, please stay out of it. Everyone, please be careful. This might be really good for our pack. We never hunt moose at this age. Firefly! Move, move, move. Firefly, please go away. How low is Firefly? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Bad idea. Bad idea. Bad. Horrible. Horrible idea. Firefly is so low health. And now everyone is fighting this moose, but I can't do anything without Firefly needing to get the heck out of here. Holy cow. Okay, I think everyone else is doing okay. Let's continue on this calf. And just everyone, please watch out for Mom. I think everyone's doing pretty good though, as far as their health. Firefly has wandered away, so we need to go get her real quick. We're gonna mark this though. Oh my god, you guys. I can't believe we did that. Okay, we're gonna grab this morsel. Can I cross here without dropping it? Okay, we're gonna put this here. And then howl for Firefly. Okay, she's over here. Yeah, I don't really blame her for getting lost in that mix. Firefly, go on home, sweetie. Oh god, no! Bark, not woof, at your lost pup and they will follow you home. Okay, thank God our pack was able to handle those dogs. Come on. This way, Firefly. Yeah, that was chaos and a half. Chaos in a handbasket. I just wanted to make sure I had enough food for these little ones as they're growing. My goodness. And poor Firefly, she survived from a full-grown moose attack. I can't believe that. Alright, Firefly, where are you? Here you are, little one. She was running like really slow too, like she almost like she had an injury or something. That was really wild. I think now that everyone's okay and we've been attacked like multiple times, I think we are going to chunk this carcass back to everyone. Now, where did we cross last time? Was it right here? Please don't drop it. Okay. It's only the bigger carcasses that we tend to drop, apparently. Yeah, this is almost close enough for the pack to kind of snack on when they want to. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we can swim with it, so we should be fine. But yeah, now we're really gonna need this because our poor pup is gonna be recovering so much health. Yeah, look, I think the pack is actually eating off of the carcass over here from the den. That's pretty wild. Well, that is a plus for the Wildfire pack. That is going to be the first younger calf that we've ever taken out, which is pretty cool, I must say. All right, everyone. Well, I think with all of that excitement, I think that is where we are going to wrap it up for the day. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Leave a like on the video if you did enjoy and you are thankful that our little ones survived. Oh my goodness, that was absolute chaos, but we made it through. We've got some healing to do, but fingers crossed the pack should be okay as we continue on. Actually, before we run out, let's go ahead and see how much time we have left. So we're a little bit over half. So that is what we're going to be focusing on in the next episode. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on when I post my videos. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye!